I mean, we're not paying you, but we're knocking that much off your debt. You follow me? So on the way out, you want to talk about options, just talk to Mr. Taylor. But on this file today, I'm going to give you 1 day in jail, close it out. Here's the problem, though. I call them TV rights, right? Because if you watch cop shows on TV, you know all your rights. Did you go over those rights and understand those rights?
Good morning. Attorney Josh Oakley, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Eddie Fletcher, sitting to my left. Please state your name, Mr. Fletcher.
My name is Eddie.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we're gonna, this is an arraignment pre-trial way, we're reading the arraignment. We are gonna be pleading as charged with a brief explanation. This was a trespass ticket. I think the court's familiar with Mr. Fletcher. I know I've stood with him before. We'll go ahead and take the plea.
Okay. So first of all, did you talk to Mr. Hadley about your rights? You didn't go over your rights with him?
I'd say what your rights. You have rights to trial, and you have rights to what we talk about.
All that stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I call them TV rights, right? Because if you watch cop shows on TV, you know all your rights. Did you go over those rights and understand those rights? Is that a yes?
Oh, yes.
I can see that, but it doesn't record for her. All right. And understanding that, you understand the possible penalty for the trespass charge? Up to $500 fines, up to 90 days. Okay. Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to trespass? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily today? Okay. Voir dire?
Yeah, definitely, Your Honor. I think, yeah, it fits in. I think it was back in February.
June 14th.
On June 14th, 2024, were you at the Wyndham Wingate Hotel in the city of Romulus?
Yes.
And had you been told that you could not be on the property by employees or the owners?
I think with the police.
Okay. On that date and time, did somebody tell you that you couldn't be in the property any longer? You had to be at the hotel?
Yes, the police were called.
Okay. Yeah, Your Honor, I mean, it was a trespass at the Wyndham, but I think that his presence there, I think that would satisfy the elements that.
I think so.
And we're ready for a very brief allocation.
Go.
Mr. Fletcher has housing instability. We've been working with him for a while. One of the most compliant probationers that I've had. He's financially stuck in a tough spot. Came to a point in time where he was looking for someplace to sleep that night. As we discussed, that seemed to be the best option, safest option. He understands he can't go back to that hotel. He's made his insurance court that he won't.
Has Mr. Taylor, has Avery tried to get him over at Metro, Wayne Metro?
Yeah.
But when I went to that, there's like a waiting list on those kind of things. So it was like 3 months later before I ever got a call back.
Okay.
I would ask that the court adopt something with the community work program, fines of jailers. There's really no point.
Yeah.
It's a criminally minded person. Mr. Fletcher, again, outside of his physical presence at places that he's not doing business after business hours, really the only criminal actions. I know last time we talked, he was at a pretty good side hustle, like doing can returns and a few things. Are you working?
I worked at a Taco Bell and I also worked at an Amazon Locker, which is a customer service where they store their package.
Where's that at? Amazon.
And
Okay.
So again, from 2 years ago, we started working together. I feel like we've seen, positive
You got a
progress.
driver's license and everything?
I have a driver's license.
How are you getting to Ann Arbor?
But I take an Uber, it's just a lift, it's just like, that's a lift.
One of those positive outlook folks that I've worked with.
Yeah.
So if the court would be willing, I would ask that, again, a sentence fashion that would involve him getting with Mr. Taylor, maybe kind of working on some
Right.
options. And
Is Niagara a good mailing address for you still?
They changed it to.
We got a new one?
Yeah, the 33rd Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll accept the plea. Anything else before I sentence? Anything from you, Mr. Fletcher? Don't feel that you have to.
This time they called the police, I wouldn't. I was just outside smoking a cigarette. I tried to argue that, but I still went to jail. So it was like I wasn't happy with the outcome of it.
Yeah, but you were still on the Wyndham grounds, right? Yeah. Yeah. So how long were you in jail?
I think I could like they were gonna have me in there all weekend, but they let me out at night. I don't know.
So you did an overnight and out?
When it was nighttime, I was allowed. I was
Okay. So some number of hours.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, nothing else?
Sorry.
Here's the problem though, because I even wrote it, and then as soon as I wrote it, I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm thinking a couple days on the work program, but then he's got an Uber from Detroit to get here.
And I mean, I think that considering the time incarcerated, the day that he was processed, we could do a day, a day credit time served. I don't know if there's anything where so
I can go there if I need to.
Where are you laying your head every night?
I only have a sleeping bag. But I'm always working and always moving, so that's like a couple, whatever I have extra hours.
Right.
And also, I was hoping to clear all my warrants today and see what I have left, because I was trying to join in the army. He said I'd have to take care of all my legal.
Yeah. You got any business anywhere besides us? Any other courts you're dealing with? Okay. 'Cause all I can tell you is here you owe us $1,014.
I just got a payment plan.
Right. Okay.
So maybe with that, and I'm not sure how much of that $1,000 can be satisfied through the work program. I know that there's the transportation issues, but I think that money's the bigger obstacle than time still for Mr. Fletcher.
Yeah.
I've been up to 16, 15 in the morning, but he still wasn't sure for a minute, it was 9 o'clock.
What the hell would that be?
He was discharged from probation, but something.
Why isn't that showing up on this paperwork?
Now, she should have rolled.
This is, yeah, that's just a worksheet for me.
And
Oh, okay.
I saw it.
I don't understand how they dismiss. They dismiss one one's business.
Come on.
Show the box. That's for David Jones. I'll sell you for thousands to start most of the let's that's how the old job is got a sheet up. So he knows a German, so he don't get the tax. It's like some office to get a date. Because he was assistant. So that's what the kids. That's the big house. So that's the big house. Yeah. But he can work that out later. Now he and I are stuck 6 district court cases. But we need to chop it down. We need to solve that. Was he having Mr. Fletcher, did you ever have a driver's license? No. Do you know what would be stopping you from going to get?
At the time, I would have to have a spare time.
Like, so you don't want to be like.
Have you ever had a traffic ticket?
With the judges, things that, again, maybe a little bit of help in trying to find this.
Man, we can get you a good job. All right. Mr. Taylor's got a list of organizations in our area. I just told Mr. Cat.
I work 7 days a week with.
Yep.
Places I have, so
But what are they paying you?
one pays 13 hours, but I have 30 hours. The other pays 15.75.
I'm talking about $18 an hour job.
Fine, really high. Well, I get those a lot, but it's always I know how to find places to work.
All right.
Whatever they give me, they don't really know what goes on there. I go to there's always a waiting list or something. I've had trouble with all. help my gut.
All right. All right. So on today's file, I'm going to give you a day in jail and give you credit for time served and close it out. But you got to go down and talk to Mr. Taylor because we've got, was that a domestic you said? We've got a domestic violence ticket that was closed, but you still owe us money on that one. That's $1,650. Then we've got a 2023 assault charge that you owe us $1,014 on. Mr. Taylor can help you work those off instead of pay those off.
I've already talked to him.
Have you?
Certified I can go to.
And that's not the only option. We've actually set up a new program with the city of Romulus where you show up on a Monday or a Friday and you work what amounts to a 6-hour day, and we're paying you better than $20 an hour. I mean, we're not paying you, but we're knocking that much off your debt. You follow me? So on the way out, you want to talk about options, just talk to Mr. Taylor. But on this file today, I'm going to give you 1 day in jail, close it out.
Yeah, I've already go.
Okay? You all set?
You want to take a second?
Miss Hunter.
Good morning, Your Honor. This will be a quick one.
Yeah, well,
Attorney Josh Oakley on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Ayana.
Ayana Hudson.
is it safe for me to assume that you don't object to a dismissal? Is it okay if I dismiss this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No,
I'm sure you got the motherly lecture from me about the friends we keep. I think you can guess what the charge is and why it was dismissed. And that's really what the case was.
Yep. All right. You all set? Have a good day.
Judge, can you talk real quick?
Do Sure.
Hold on. Do you want him to call you or talk on this phone? Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, yep.
When I don't, strange when she drives down the road, when she hits the left-hand turn, there's a grinding noise coming from the driver's side rear wheel when she's turning. And it's, to me, it's the back, not the front.
But you don't have to go and do that. Don't do it when you
I know the last thousand, I noticed it when she was making a left, without stopping. But I think it was also the when she stopped. Yeah, to me, it sounds like it's coming from the rear wheel. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I just don't want her headed down the road, for a 3-hour trip. Without knowing what it is, you know? Yeah, all right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, what?
All right, three, one of them's on Zoom, I put them up there by.
Okay, I'll take care of things.
Heather's desk.
None of this court will hit so Lord, it's still like a fire place, said the last time, though. A fire place with a man over the camera all the time. He said, let me take a picture of it, like we got in. Eat the dog, I'm ready to see you. Yeah.
Mr. Hadley, are you ready for Ms. Smith?
Yeah, you like to.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you're muted. Your appearance for Ms. Smith?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Shatira Smith, who's appearing via Zoom from the Wayne County Jail. Ms. Smith, please state your name for the record.
How you doing?
We're doing good today. Please just say your name for the judge if you can hear me okay.
Shatira Cherie Smith.
Thank you. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've had a chance to pre-try this, meet with the prosecutor. We're going to be availing ourselves of the people's plea offer. The indecent exposure charge will be dismissed. Ms. Smith will be pleading to a disorderly person. The people have no objection to time served. Ms. Smith's been at the Wayne County Jail for a little over a month. We would just ask the court to issue a time served. And note that it's a
Thank you.
2021 case.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Smith, do you understand your rights and the options those rights give you after speaking to Mr. Hadley today?
Yes.
Do you understand the possible penalty for the charge of disorderly conduct?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
Counsel, would you give me the facts I need? August 14, 21 incident date.
Yes, Ms. Smith, on August 14th of 2021, were you present in the city of Romulus, state of Michigan?
Yes.
And on that date and time, did you act in some manner that was disturbing or caused a disturbance of the peace?
Yes.
Your Honor, I believe the elements to be satisfied for the disorderly conduct.
I'm satisfied. I'll dismiss the original charge. And you say she's been in for more than a month?
Yes, sir.
All right, 30 days in jail, credit for time served. This file is closed. Now, Ms. Smith, we've also got you in another courtroom here on some other files. So we're gonna have the deputy switch you over to another camera so we can deal with you in Judge Green's courtroom. Understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell her to ask.
Yeah. Go ahead and ask for the deputy if you can.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you, Heather, for getting that subbed over. I know Judge Green appreciates it. Ms. Smith, just sit tight.
Okay.
And Mr. Hadley, I'm ready in the courtroom with a couple files when you are.
On my way in, sir.
I'll take it.
Can you transfer?
No.
Yes.
Start with. Ms. Garrison, come on up. Go ahead, Counselor.
Morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Sky Garrison.
Will be putting her name on the record for us. Ms. Garrison, please say.
Good morning. Go ahead, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a chance, we're at arraignment for, we'll waive the arraignments, and we'll be availing ourselves of the people's plea offer, Your Honor. The current charge of BAC .17 or more operating vehicle will be dismissed. We'll be pleading guilty to the reduced charge of operating while visibly impaired.
Okay. Ms. Garrison, did you go over your rights and options with Mr. Hadley? You understood those? You understand the possible penalty for impaired driving? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that charge freely and voluntarily? And incident date is March 2 this year, if you could voir dire.
Ms. Garrison, on March 2nd of 2024, were you operating a vehicle in the city of Romulus, state of Michigan County?
Yes.
On that date and time, had you consumed some alcohol that impacted your ability to operate the vehicle?
Yes.
Did you have a lawful basis? to consume alcohol?
No.
Your Honor, they'll lose what it says.
I think so too. I'll dismiss the original charge. All right, Ms. Garrison, I am going to put you on a bond. Bond conditions are fairly obvious. The first one is stay out of trouble. Second bond condition is cooperate with our probation department. So when you leave my courtroom, you're going to go downstairs. You're going to talk to the probation folks. They're going to schedule you to come back for an interview and a sentencing date. So they'll give you 2 dates to come back. So that's your second condition. Cooperate with them and get you back here. Third condition is do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance. That includes alcohol and marijuana unless you've got a doctor's script. Understand all that? All right. And we've already got a cash bond from you. Yeah, looks like we got $150. Okay, go downstairs, take care of probation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Welch.
Miss Welch is just an adjournment, correct? All right, we're doing the paperwork.
When do you want to back up?
I left.
That was for November 21st.
So there's, we can do that.
I'm gonna go downstairs, civil department, talk about that mediation.
All right.
Yep, and I'll get you a notice, you can just have a seat.
This one on, it's inappropriate, but it helps the nicest feeling.
Sure.
Okay,
Judge it on the bench.
okay.
Yeah, we're talking about upstairs. Yeah.
Josh, we'll keep you a pile going.
Oh, it look like.
Oh, nice. I think I'm gonna jump in real quick and see if they move
They did.
Okay.
I texted him and told him to.
right now.
You want anything?
I'm sorry.
You just want to tell them that?
Yeah, it need to be on a stamp.
Who gets to do all that?
The court officers. will do it. Thank you.
Forget the clerks in the back, right?
I always do.
Not closer to the mail room.
So walk around and you're doing your duties.
Trying to be like Oracle.
Jamie, do
Yeah.
not classify me.
You're, do you not classify you? Okay, then how should I do that? She, her, I don't know what you're looking for. Yeah, here you go.
There you go.
Thursday,
Oh,
October 17th,
okay.
9 a.m.
Okay, but
And it's gonna be live in the courtroom.
can I ask a question? Larry, see right here,
Yes, ma'am.
1010, it's another person, well, this guy, for
That's
my
it.
probation, so if they change this from 1010, I'll just be here on 1010 and 1017.
You have something else going on in the tent, man? Is that what you're asking me? You check her real quick?
Yes, she does. She has a probation matter on.
So that's also be at both, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there, I'll be there.
Have a good day.
Yeah, what she was basically saying, don't define her. I think she was just telling
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I'm not defining, I'm just giving her a job description.
No, they want different in a certain,
Man,
way.
if I'm defining her, you ain't gonna hear what I am.
No, don't be a-
Nice lady, that's what I'm looking like.
Notice how the court is juggling multiple mediation cases. Timing and documentation are everything. Mr. Hadley, coordinating remotely on Zoom, shows how digital tools are now part of courtroom workflow. Even minor procedural changes, like party adjustments, can ripple through the system. Efficient management up front prevents delays. Think of it like chess. Every move matters.
So I'm glad I went down to the, this law firm has filed a demand for removal.
Of you?
No. It's from small claims to general civil, but they never called us for anything. So, and they're up in Torch Lake. I mean, this Detroit telecom hires me from Torch Lake. So see if you can get a hold of somebody and say, you know, this mediation is scheduled for the small claims case. You filed a demand to remove. Are you coming down for mediation or not?
Is it okay that they don't?
Well, no, I guess I should have been clear. Do they want to cancel the mediation or are they going to participate in mediation? Because it's just an informal mediation to resolve everything well.
Before it goes to general civil, right? Before it goes, yes.
No.
See,
I'm okay with the attorney being part of the mediation.
okay. Because originally it was just supposed to be these two.
Right. I'm okay still mediating, but even though the parties have changed a little bit, and I'm not sticking around till 1 o'clock to find out if they didn't show up.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's a parental responsibility dismissal because the
Oh.
child's enrolled
Yep.
in a different school.
Yep, thank you. Lateria, is that you?
Yes.
Okay if I dismiss it?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Those takedowns.
Yes.
Yeah, when Dave called me this morning, he was like, yeah, it was, we had a pretty small dinner. I go, it was gonna run till noon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Josh isn't, Speedy Gonzalez, but he's faster than.
We actually have two attorneys. John Graziani and Hadley, because we don't know that the staff is gonna be small, so they
right.
assigned.
And somebody should be here. Oh, that's on Zoom for their training.
Yeah.
Is he doing some Zoom hearings too? That was.
He was earlier, he had a couple of them. Counselor, what's you're with MIDC, correct?
Oh, LIDC, my name is John Graziani, P number 43.
No, that's just John. That way we need to know who's gonna represent who.
Okay, I get you.
Because Hadley has a couple up here too.
Okay. Yeah, it's a slow one. I'll probably get the last one, probably out of here in about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
What do they push everything off on holiday, whatever?
No, I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
What's the busiest one at Van Buren Township or something?
Well, we get some Thursdays here where we have, 2-3 venues. We stay good.
What is it? I guess you Van Buren.
I get Sumter in here.
Yeah.
You get Ramos is here now.
Right.
You get Sumter, Van Buren.
Which days are the airport?
They usually make it there, but we don't get a whole lot, especially ordinance. We usually just get there. I mean, I can say ordinance or not ordinance, but just your in-house
I see.
associations, yeah.
At least once a week. Do you have any, like I said, there's another way you can get, how long were you married, sir?
Oh, I got divorced in 2003.
How long were you married for that woman? You know, how old is she?
She be 58.
Let me qualify for her.
All rise.
Counselor, you got some ready?
I have one ready, sir.
I've got the file. Come on up, gentlemen.
The record, John Graziani, hearing on behalf of number 487. I can discuss this matter with the Bravo prosecutor and Mr. Phelps, the OAP, no operator's license. Judge, we asking for more than because this gentleman's been waiting for several years for SSI. He's already involved in a payment plan for, I believe, $150 on the 10th of September to get an additional $50 today. Isn't that correct, Mr. Phelps?
Okay. Is that what you're on, a $50 a month payment plan?
Yes, Your Honor, that was on the ticket. I posted 150 on the bond to get rid of the warrant.
Yeah, the 150 will apply today.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So did you go over your rights with Mr. Graziani today? Understand those rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to that charge today?
Yes.
All right. Did you, on May 31, 2019, drive a vehicle in Romulus while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea. So you're not working? How long have it been?
Heart attacks.
Okay.
Getting SS style, and I thought he could
Good luck.
more on that.
Yep.
The fact that he's worked for 45 years of his life.
How long has it been since you were able to work, sir?
Your Honor, it's been 2 years since the first heart attack, and I have 14 days after the first one, and then a mini stroke 3 weeks after that.
All right. So were you working up till that first heart attack?
Yes.
Yeah. Where'd you work?
I'm self-employed carpenter installer. I did
Okay.
12 years in New York.
Okay. Then you got really big knuckles, right?
Yes, sir.
I've got a terrible memory, but I remember when I was just a little kid, my mom had some guy in to change the carpet. And I watched him work. And what stuck in my head is he had these great big knotted knuckles. And kids will say anything, right? So I said, how come your hands look so funny? And he said, because I've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great big calluses on your knuckles. I always thought carpet laying would be a good job for a boxer to do before he boxed.
Yeah.
A little extra padding.
You're tugging the wall in with the stair tool and you're always hitting the walls.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Anything else I should know, Mr. Bowles?
Basically, this gentleman would be homeless. He's awaiting Section 8 housing. He lives with an old friend and he gets Medicaid and approximately $260 in food.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'll do $150 fines and costs and take your bond.
Judge, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck to you, sir.
And I still make payments on the ticket.
Keep doing the payments on the other one, and this one's closed today.
Thank you.
Judge, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, Mr. Bowles. You too.
Here's the human side. This man hasn't worked for 2 years due to health issues, yet he's paying his tickets. Justice isn't just punishment, it's context and fairness. Final decision, $150 fine, bond taken, other ticket on payment plan. The court balances law enforcement with human limitations. This is what makes courtroom stories compelling.